If I would have started YouTube with the setup that I have today, I would probably never have started. Why? Because it would have felt so overwhelming. I started with a videographer, and honestly, the outcome was amazing. It really captured the vision that I had behind the show. The only thing is, it was very time consuming because, we had to go back and forth for editing. It was very pricey. And I really felt that I was restricted to whenever he was available and I couldn't just create in the moment. After working with him, I saw that I really wanted to do this more often and I wanted to have that flexibility. And so I did what I actually really try to avoid. I didn't want to go into too much tech and want to spend too much time editing and stuff. So I started to do some research and find a way to start my own home setup. My home setup basically is my laptop. I use a MacBook Pro. You could use any, honestly, because I invested in a very beautiful, good quality camera. I use the Insta360. And what I love about the Insta360, it comes with some software that you download on your computer and it actually has detection. So if you move around, it shows, your movement. Yeah, so this is what Insta can do. Like you can let it follow you around. Usually I turn it off, but it's just handy to have. And they have some other very cool features. It's very small, it's intuitive. You can blur the background, you can do all kinds of things. And it shoots very good 4K quality. Then I use Riverside. So Riverside FM is a software that I used back when I started my podcast. So the ideal thing about that is this. When you do a recording, so you can have people that you invite, I usually do just a one person thing. It really has great sound. You can do some editing there. It's very intuitive as well, very user friendly. And they are constantly investing in Riverside. What they now have is that you can download everything straight to YouTube or straight to Spotify or whatever platform you use. And that means that I don't have to download everything on my computer. And so I don't, use any storage. Everything is there in the cloud, is accessible. Also, even on my phone, they have a phone app. So like I said, I really love it. After almost 60 episodes, it's a no-brainer for me to do this. I know how everything works, right? And so I can upgrade now. I don't feel overwhelmed. I noticed that I wanted to have more flexibility. I noticed that I wanted to, when I go outside, have that same kind of quality that I have going on at home. And so I invested in an Osmo. They call this the Osmo 3, the Osmo Pocket 3 to be exact. And what I love about this one, they have like this creator kit, and so it comes with this very handy microphone as well. It has a magnet behind it, so you can just put it here. This one is, for the wind. Still a very simple setup. And to be really honest, I haven't used it yet because I'm still waiting for my SD card. But I was very clear on why I picked this. This is, for example, the little tripod it comes with. And this is mostly for, the table option if you want to have it on a table. And it also has an extra mounting kit and a battery. The reason I invested in this is because I noticed while I was creating, and I create every day on YouTube now since this year. While I was creating, I really felt that sometimes if I had to go somewhere, I had to really plan making my episode. And I felt very restricted. And this new kit is going to help me to create better vlogs for you guys because I just started doing it on my phone and I didn't have a microphone. So yeah, I started messy and I embraced that part. But obviously, if I want to do this more often for you guys, it's nice for you to, hear better sound, right? And not hear all the trucks driving by, etc., which I really experienced in my vlog around Tulum. Another reason why I picked this one, it has a built-in gimbal. So what I noticed when I was filming with my phone is I had troubles like keeping my face in this frame. Being on a bike or walking is wobbly. And so I was like, no, to have a gimbal is going to be perfect. And yeah, you can buy that separately. You can attach it to your phone. I get it. But I wanted my phone to just be separate, so I don't lose all its storage there. I don't use a lot of, battery life. It just was more straightforward. And for me, it was like, it's so amazing to just have an indoor studio, like a home studio set up and to have an outdoor studio. And so for me to have it complete, because I usually do talking heads, I was like, let's say I'm somewhere and I can't really find the right height to put my camera at. That's why I bought this one. It's an MT89. And the beauty about this one is it's small. So it fits my backpack perfectly. It's very light. So it's a tripod as well. And it goes all the way up to 2 meters, which is really high. And I can use this easily outdoors. So if I want to have a talking hat video, I can just do that anywhere. And with my mic, I will just have great sound too. So yeah, it sounds overwhelming, right? When I started to create outdoor stuff, I used my iPhone. I just let go of that perfectionism. And I was like, it is what it is. I'm just going to do this because I'd rather show up than not. So do it as simple as with that, you know? And now as I'm growing as a creator, I wanted to have that flexibility and still keep an eye on the quality, both on the sound and on the visual. And conclusion, if I started with all of this, I would have been overwhelmed. I probably would never have started. You know, it's probably why I started with a videographer in the first place. But starting light is what made consistency possible. And now that my home setup feels so comfortable, I felt comfortable enough to invest in what I now call my outdoor studio. As I'm growing, I am growing my setup. And now who would have thought that I have a home setup and an outdoor setup? I never even thought when I started that I would require that and need that, but I wanted my creativity to flourish. After almost 60 episodes, I'm ready for that next phase of creation. And I wanted to make this for you guys because I actually got this question today, like what kind of laptop I use. One of my followers asked that. I'm like, well, it's not really about the laptop, really. It's more about this. And they're like, why not just create an episode out of this? And for everybody starting or everybody that is thinking about starting, maybe this helps and it will save you a lot of time looking for all the answers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the next episode. Bye.